7:30 p.m. We're going to attempt to do a little bit of a sky observation here. Hard telling how this might turn out, but yeah, I'm thinking that we've got some cloud colorations kicking off as they approach within the proximity of that greater light. I don't think there's really anything to be seen pertaining to that light, but I just wanted to try to capture some of this, or possibly capture it. It's kind of well, I tried to refocus. Alright, there. I think that's a little better. And yes, I am zoomed in all the way. Okay, these are actually moving away, it appears. Well, just doing a little experimenting with what we've got going on here. Alright, I guess that's enough. And otherwise we have what is considered to be a clear sky. Once again, all the way around, there's nothing really visually to be seen to the naked eye until, well, you guessed it, until we get to that western sky. 8:15 p.m. Friday evening, July 18th, 2025, and you might be able to see the glare in the air, if you will. And the setting of the sun, if you will, really brings it about. We do have, well, I was seeing some examples. Okay, yeah, we do have some shading, or yeah, shadowing that's kicking off. Dim it down a little bit. Might be able to see some of it a little easier. Otherwise, there's just nothing really to be seen. But I'll go ahead and add this in behind the previous, well, the beginning of the sky observations. Only reason why I'm doing this is I'm halfway expecting colorations of well, we'll see what kind of a sunset that we get out of tonight. Yeah, look at that, just so much of an issue trying to focus. But yeah, we've got bit some shadowing. Otherwise, yeah, rather boring sky. 8:45 p.m. and wow, talk about glare. That swallows up overhead. Can't really see anything until, I dim the lighting. And yeah, once again, we have nothing really out here to be seen as I do a 360. It does appear as though what structures we do have that's visible or on the move. And possibly headed this way. Coming down. Yes, I am zoomed in. Yeah. But yeah, there is, structures here that can be seen and will become more visible as that light source continues to descend. But yeah, there's like the beginning of all this right here, the border line or divider line, whatever. So we just might get halfway decent sunset, if you will. And I did not realize it until just recently as I was reviewing the first two recorded clips that within the first recording, well, the reflector object was still visible within the proximity of that greater light. Once again, if you ask or might ask why I use that term greater light, it is basically my sarcastic way of, well, how do I put this? My sarcasm towards the Mandela effect and how it has changed the wordings within the Bible, okay? Because once again, throughout the majority of my life, within the King James Version Bible, is stated, and God created the sun, moon, and stars. And now it just says, and God created the greater light and lesser light. And I know this because I've lived it. Well, we might come back. But anyways, yeah, if you did not take notice of that and you're this far into the video, well, I would suggest possibly rewinding, if that's what you want to call it, and go back and once again review that greater light as I zoom in on it, and even as I pan back, it is there. And once again, a reflector, in my opinionated hypotheses. 9:10 p.m. I come walking out here, looked around, thought I wasn't going to see anything. But back here, well, we might be able to see that. Uh, there we are. And it appears as though it is somewhat headed this way. So, well, I think I'll go ahead and wait for its arrival. You know, I was going to wait this thing out, but okay, we are all the way zoomed in, I guess. And having to, yeah, there we are. Dim this right down. And we do have the racetrack that's kicking off in the background. I am zoomed in all the way, and I am going to stay that way as this one approaches. I do have the lighting dimmed. And why I feel I need to record this, well, at this moment in time, I have no idea. And it was just by chance that I decided to walk out here when I did. There might not be anything special nor significant. But once again, I just felt as though I had to record. And as it is coming overhead, I am slowly turning my body and camera, so it will appear as though it's straightening out. Wow. And now it does not want to focus at all since I've taken it out of that. Yeah. Huh. There we go. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, so spinning back around and coming down here, once again, it is just Glairesville until we dim this lighting. Yeah. And nothing to be seen. I will step back out here momentarily and we will more than likely close this night out and end this day. Well, it is currently 9:30 p.m. and yeah, just nothing. And I am not really big into nighttime recordings because they just don't turn out. We do have lightning bugs that are starting to appear. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go back to regular mode here. Yeah. And back in the trees we have the flapping of birds. So I guess we'll go ahead and end this day with both a little bit of nature and not so much of a sky observation. And I am not going to continue to step out just to see nothing but a lot of glare. Yeah, look at that. Let's go ahead and dim that down just a little bit more, shall we? Oh no, it just kind of looks a little strange. And then, pow! Almost sounds like there's a small engine aircraft flying around. There was a few rounds that occurred earlier on today. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, can we get them? Yeah, huh. Well, imagine that. We got something to look at after all. Whether it was blurred out or not, yeah. Wow, this is like just getting. Here, let me dim this down again. This is just crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's try to go like this. Oh yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy looking? Once again, not sure if we're blurred out. I'm going to refocus here. Hmm. And this glare, it's spreading over the, yeah. Wow. Well, because of this, we're experiencing a longer ending than, well, once again, planned. Oh, check that out. Whoa. Man, I hope this is going to come out. Look at that. What the heck? No way. Man, I'm keeping my fingers. That's just crazy. Oh, yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is coming out and it's going to post the way that I'm seeing it as it's recording. This is just, I mean, and now it stopped. Okay, there we go again. It's just at that right spot. Look at that. Well, it just keeps. It's as I angle it to just one certain spot, and then it starts in that stroke light effect. Not so much now. That was crazy. Man, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is actually capturing it, and that there's not going to be any type of manipulation. So, and that's what I'm speaking on as far as the strobe light effect. I want that to turn out because that's just crazy. And yeah, and then this coloration just keeps getting higher and higher. Yeah, pretty crazy looking. And just by dimming the exterior lighting, and it really enhances all of this. Now, if you notice back here, yeah. Huh. Well, I think this is going to be good enough. We will end it with these fading pretty colors. So on that note, thank you for watching. Take care and have a great one.